Should you skip the Great Storm Pet event altogether? Let's do some math. Sorry, guys.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, Heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and this is going to be the last video that we're going to do on the Great Storm Pet event. I think it's a nice bookend to the event, given that the event does end here in a little bit. I do want to mention now that this event will come back in 2 to 3 months. It's going to be one of the regular events. Just like the hero artifact event helps boost your hero artifacts, and the skin stone event helps boost your your hero's skin stones. We're going to see that level of frequency from this event, and that is going to cause a considerable amount of discussion about which is the best path, what's the best path to take, what's the best value, which directions to go, what teams to build. And if you're looking for a really strong discussion about the best paths to take, I want to show you the linked video in the description box down below. That's a Hero War Secrets pet event video talking about his path. He took 2 or 3 different path options and broke them down for us. Talks about different heroes, talks about the different rewards. That's a great video. And I also want to be discussing a little bit more in the future the better teams to be having leveled for this event, if such a thing even exists. But today, I don't want to talk about that. What I want to talk about today is skipping this event altogether. And I want to give a shout out to Robert Glover from the Facebook group, one of the Hero Wars Facebook groups, brought this to my attention, and I don't know why I didn't think about this sooner. So looking at this map, it's kind of overwhelming at first. The whole point of it is trying to find your way through it, spending as little action points as possible, accumulating enough storm resistance, getting through it, fighting the boss, collecting the 250 pet soul stones or 50 pet soul stone chests, however you want to look at it, across the bottom. The chests are hidden throughout the map. If you don't clear every single one of these fights, you might not get all 7 of the chests. So let's start breaking down the rewards, and let me then tell you why. I'll as we're working through that, I'll tell you why it might be an idea to just not do this event altogether. So you can see here that there are 59 total spots. You can take a look here. The boss is number 49, and you start at number 1. You don't get any rewards for already being on this one. You also don't get rewards for the 3 buff locations. So there's 45 total locations that give you rewards. However, there's actually only 44 because defeating this boss gives you the big chest. You don't get any of the small rewards for the boss. What are those rewards? Now, let's just go ahead for the sake of easy math and count the boss fight in there. That's 45. There are 3 possible rewards you can get for clearing one of these fights. You can either get 10 chaos particles, and if there's 45 total fights, let's just break it into thirds. 15 of these fights give you chaos particles, so you get 150 chaos particles for clearing every single fight. You get 1,500 pet potions. That is 100 pet potions, and there's 15 chances to get it, I guess. And you get 1 to 3 pet soul stones is the third reward. So, 15 times 3 is 45. So if you clear every single one of these nodes, find all 7 chests, you're going to get 150 chaos particles, 1,500 pet potions, 30 to 45 pet soul stones, and then 250 soul stones of your choice from these 7 chests across the bottom. Now, there are 61 total action points available to us at this event. Will that change in the future? Will we get more? Will we get less? That is a great question that we'll find out in 2 to 3 months when the event comes back. However, for each unused action point, the community manager, Daniel, has let us know that each action point is worth 70 chaos particles. So 61 total action points. If you clear every single task, every single and get every single gift from the developers or the Facebook page or the YouTube channel or whatever, then that's 4,270 chaos particles. All right, so that would be, instead of the 250 pet soul stones, the 45 random pet soul stones, the 1,500 pet potions, and the 150 chaos particles. So 4,270 comes out to 29,890 emeralds if you consider each chaos particle worth 7 emeralds, and that is the math. That's how it breaks down. And you can kind of compare 29,890 emeralds worth of chaos particles, or 250 pet soul stones of your choice, 45 random ones, 1,500 pet potions, and 150 chaos particles. So not participating in this event map gives you the bonus of not having to think about what route to take, not messing up a fight, not having to fight the boss, 1 to 3 times. Because just because there's 49 total spots on this map doesn't mean that you're only going to need 49 total action points. You might need more than that. You might have to fight the boss 2 or 3 times. You might accidentally click the wrong hero in one of the fights, and go into one of the mini boss fights around the edges of the map, and you might lose a match here or there. You might not even have a good team for these fights at all, or the boss. My Kark's knockup doesn't do anything with the tentacles on the boss, so not really sure what I should do. I guess I should swap out Jew like I did for Seymour. I don't know. But taking a look at the actual tasks for the event, but just logging in, you collect a bunch. And the 61 action points that I mentioned earlier is if you finish every single one of these tasks, by the way, which we will touch on in a second. Reach VIP level 7 gives you 7 more. This is just giving you emeralds. If you're buying emeralds, you get more emeralds back. I talked about that in a previous video. This is spending emeralds. Spending emeralds, you're going to get these pet soul stones and these action points. So you're already going to get a ton of pet soul stones for just doing these tasks. Skip continuous battle. Storm and stress, spending energy. Again, if you want to spend a bunch of energy during this event to get a bunch of pet soul stones, go right ahead. Tree of life, use pet summoning. These is the pet summoning eggs. What I would recommend is now that we know that this event is a thing, just always have 80 to 100 pet summoning eggs. Just save them. Only open 1 or 10 at a time for your daily quest, so that you always have 80 ready to go for this free, 800 or so chaos particles and this free, however many action points. Reward for courage, is opening chests in regular adventures. So, just save up 3 or 6 portal charges and, knock that out in, even a rank 1 adventure will satisfy this. But this continuous battle, this is the one that you won't be able to do if you skip the event altogether, because this is capture 5 battle locations, and this is going to give you a total of 22,500 pet XP potions, which is not nothing. 22,500 pet XP potions. So let's jump into the sanctuary real quick and discuss some math more in detail. Opening summoning eggs with emeralds is going to give you roughly, I think it's 2 to 3 on average per egg that you open. So if you open 10, you're going to get 25 to 30. If you open 100, you're going to get 250 to 300. So that's a nice way to look at the pet summoning if you want to think of it in that way. We already know that to rank up an item or to charge an item, it's 7 emeralds per 1 chaos particle. So chaos particles are good there. And you can purchase pet XP potions for 100 emeralds a day. Once you buy the first one and the second one, then it starts going up in price, just like buying energy does. And you can see the cost reset in 14.5 hours. So you can easily buy all of these resources with emeralds. So then the question, coming back to it, the question then becomes, where is the break-even point for emeralds versus the team that you have, versus how comfortable you are in mapping this event out, versus how much time you actually want to spend on this? I think it's a fun event. I think it's a lot of fun. But to me, I think that the pet soul stones, the 7 chests as a reward for completing the map, is underwhelming compared to just getting a free 4,270 chaos particles if you get every action point. Let's say that you only get 30 action points. 30 times 70 is 2,100 chaos particles, right? So maybe you don't want to invest that much into the event. Maybe you don't get enough chaos. Maybe you're worried about getting enough action points as a free-to-play player. Then maybe you just don't do the event at all. What action points you do get, the 20 or so that you get for just logging in and playing every day and doing, what little energy tasks and what other little tasks that you can get to. Maybe, maybe the 2,000 to 3,000 free chaos particles is enough for you as well. So it's hard to say. You're looking at, when it really breaks down to it, you're looking at getting free chaos particles versus pet soul stones and a little bit of pet potions. And I'm not sure if that's going to be the same easy discussion for everybody, but for me, I just feel like in the pet leveling progression, I think you're gonna have different focuses. In the beginning, you just need to get those pets promoted as quickly as possible. But later on, as you get them all to Violet, at least Violet or Violet +1, you are going to want to continue to get their levels up. But I do think that you're going to need a lot more chaos particles than you will need pet potions to get the pets to max level. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give a quick shout out to Coco from Hero Wars Secrets for sharing with us those maps, and a quick shout out to J vs Hero Wars for breaking down each of the fights and the rewards themselves. Check out those 2 videos in the description down below. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.